All right, the last part of lesson 11, we're going to check out something called the Loudness Radar effect. So you want to come up and open 09, send to Audition. This is a new sequence with an audio file. You can move your playhead back to the beginning. We also want to switch our effects control to audio track mixer, and it will give you these settings. You want the track mixer panel rather than the clip mixer because you want something that affects the whole track rather than just individual clips. In this here interface, you'll see over here on the left side, so if you're just seeing the microphones and you don't see those gray bars, go ahead and click this little arrow and it's going to reveal these gray areas here. One of the things that you'll want to do at the top of the master track control, so this should be your furthest right track, and it's going to want you to choose from the drop down here under special. We are going to pick Loudness Radar, and this radar is going to help us. This isn't actually an adjustment as far as an effect that we've put on with other audio techniques to mix the audio. This is actually going to be a visual representation of your loudest points. And when we're playing this radar, it's going to show us in different colors our audio levels. And a lot of times that this is used for when you're delivering to a TV station, where you have very strict delivery requirements. It's going to help you look and assess if your stuff's in good parameters for delivery. And of course, again, like this is just a visual representation. You'll have to go back and make additional adjustments if something is out of your parameters. And of course, you know, whoever you're delivering to is going to give you those specific parameters that they're looking for. All right, so we have our loudness radar in here. If we right click on the name, we should be able to choose post fader. And then we want to double click the name and it should give us the full controls. So it opens up this graph and it's going to have a color representation as we play it. You'll see colors such as blue, green, and yellow. So the goal usually, and this is depending on what specs you're trying to reach, you want it just to stay in that green range. You don't want to be seeing the yellow. The yellow is going to be too high, or if you're only seeing the blue, you're probably too low. So I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of this so you can actually see it.
The importance of recording audio without the distraction of background noise cannot be overstated. If you have the presence of lots of background sound, it can get in the way of the viewer understanding the audio and reduces overall comprehension.
All right, so it now has left us a color representation of what we're listening to. So you can see that we're a little bit hot. If this was going to a TV station, we may need to come in and overall turn down our mix to get rid of the yellow because we just want to be in this top green area. Once you've ran it and you see where it's at, you can go ahead and close this, and then you can go in and make your changes, and then you could reopen it and run it again and see what's different, and if you were successful in getting it into the parameters that you now need. But that's your loudness radar. So it's a visual representation of the audio, and it kind of stays, whereas when we were in the meter, you know, this always goes up and comes down, and if you blink, you miss some of it. So this here actually held that data for us to see it. So that's one of those more advanced things, but it's in Premiere, and Premiere has lots of cool little features like this. And with that, we have gone through lesson 11.